Yeah, they're very, very good.
All right, we are in Nashville.
Nashville, Tennessee.
What are we doing here?
We're hacking Hollywood.
We're hacking Hollywood.
But we're not in Jollywood. We're hacking Hollywood in Nashville.
And we're about to speak. I forgot my name, though, on here. It's fine. It's going to be all right.
He's a Jalbert.
We're going to do it.
We're ready to rock it, have a good time. Give you guys a little piece of our mind, talk about monetizing content, and probably a little bit of everything.
I think building a solid foundation and base for your filmmaking career when, you have an idea and you have a script, but, pitching it is cool, right? Trying to get $1 million for your script, but in the meantime, what do? Do you just sit around? You sit around and do nothing? Or do you actually go out and make something? Maybe make a pilot for cheap, whether you use a phone or whether you use a small camera, or just get something to show people what you have or what you can do and keep it moving. I think that's a big thing.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately it comes down to building your repertoire, or whatever the hell you want to call it, building your foundation, right, to the project. So that's what we're going to talk about, that's what we're going to do, and hopefully it helps you. We're excited.
And I've been told that we have a strict timeline, so I want to just go ahead and get started. For those that don't know, I'm Chris Barkley. I am the co-founder of Bonsai Creative. And with me on the panel, we have the Jalbert Brothers, and we also have Ryan Justice. And I'd like you guys, just if you don't mind, to go one by one, introduce yourselves formally, and a little short bio about each of you would be great. And I'll give you an additional mic if that helps.
So just a little bit on me. I'm Brian Jalbert, one of the Jalbert Brothers. That's my brother over there. Background on us, producers, directors, kind of jack of all trades. We just try to focus on the execution of getting it done. Our background, high school dropouts, grew up in lower middle class, didn't have access to money or any of those type of things, so we kind of had to bootstrap a lot of the things we did. Which led us to working on a few features. Got to work with Burt Reynolds and Amy Smart as a producer on a movie called Apple of My Eye, 2 TV shows on Amazon, and then a couple other feature films. So it's all about execution, and that's kind of what we try to focus on. And I know we're going to talk a little bit about monetization, and then we'll kind of go into a little bit of our motto.
I'm Jake Jalbert, one of the Jalbert brothers. Pretty much the same story. I mean, we dropped out, didn't go to film school, bought my first camera when I was like 22, and just started filming everything I could get my hands on. And we got into doing short films, and we said, we're gonna film our first feature film. And that was 2013. And that was fun. And then from there, we just started making film after TV show after TV show, and just keep going. So it's nonstop, right?
Brian, I'd love for you to just speak to why you and Jake fell in love with film. Why film? Why not some other art or some other medium?
It's kind of funny. I actually started in hip hop as a rapper, believe it or not.
What was your rap name?
I was actually B Bronze, or B Brizzle. I changed from B Bronze to B Brizzle, so it bounced around a little bit. Mm-hmm. And then we ended up getting signed to a deal. That lasted like 10 years, and we got shelved, didn't go anywhere. So we kind of regrouped. I had some acting experience, and got back into film. There's just something about it. The creative process, taking an idea, so you get an idea, it's stuck in your head, right? And you're like, how do I get this done? Especially with no money or just by yourself. And being able to create that from your mind to a physical event or a physical film, just like a song, you create a song. I just love that process. I don't know if there's a real why. I just love doing it, and I can't explain it. Maybe like a lot of people in there, maybe they have that same thing, or it's just me. But I just love doing it.
Love to ask the next question to Jake. And you make a feature film. You don't have a lot of resources. You know you have to market. This is kind of near and dear to my heart. What makes for effective social media marketing, in your opinion?
Okay, so Brian came to me with an idea for our show, Haunted Tours. That's on Amazon Prime as well. He's like, just grab your camera, let's go. And we talked about it. He's like, grab your camera, just follow me. We're gonna go to this haunted place and start shooting stuff. Because with a movie, to make a movie look big budget, right, you need the big cameras, you need the big actors. So we're like, we can do a reality show that looks big budget with that camera. I'm like, okay, I have that camera, we have some sound gear, let's take that, let's take a host, an investigator, we can get into a location, we can get into a haunted location for pretty cheap, right? We can go make this with our dollars, so that's what we did. In the marketing standpoint, to market the thing, like I didn't have a marketing background when I first started. Like, okay, we have this project, we gotta get it out there. How do I get it out there? Right? I gotta learn marketing, I have to learn it now. So I studied marketing, right? I bought courses, I studied, I researched how to do it. So our hook on Haunted Tours was extreme. It was a paranormal show that was extreme. So doing that, we emphasized the extremeness of it. We put together a trailer and put it on Facebook. It got like 500,000 views on Facebook. It did well. It did well on Amazon as well. So marketing is key if you're self-distributing your stuff.
Yeah, and one thing I'd love to touch on there too that's so important is, did you make, people say, well, I put out a video about my film and nobody watched it. Then you didn't put out good content, that's all. No big deal, don't get down on yourself. Do it again, make something exciting that people are gonna watch. He got 500,000 views, not because he put it on Facebook, but because it was good content that made people want to continue to watch or click on it, etc.
Yeah, I think it's understanding, it's being real with yourself. Do I have a good product? Will people watch my product? What is your niche? We knew our niche was paranormal, and why are people gonna watch it? Why? You know, and I think that's a hard question you have to deal with yourself. Is people even gonna like what I have? And who's my audience and who am I going for? And that's marketing.
Yeah, that self-awareness is so tough. But when you get it, it's powerful. Brian, I want to ask this one to you. This is topical for everyone sort of in the room. You have a film, you know, you want to own the rights, you want to control your film. How do you self-distribute to Amazon?
Well, self-distributing to Amazon is pretty easy for the most part. Anybody can go to Amazon Video Direct and put up your project. But then it comes down to, like we were talking about, marketing, right? So you have this project, you got the trailer, you got everything put together, okay? You gotta get your deliverables for Amazon. And I don't suggest just going to Amazon. You don't wanna put all your eggs in the Amazon basket, because that can be pulled out from under you. But it is a good way to start making some money off of what you did on a low budget project, to go, hey, it's just like Shark Tank, right? What's your numbers? How much you were making? Is it even viable in the marketplace? Yeah, you say it's good, but is it viable? And that's what we did. And that's where Amazon can play in, because you got numbers. If you do, like we did 10 million streaming minutes on Prime, that's numbers you can go to somebody with and say, hey, this is what we did. Whether it goes to that next step or not, that's out of your control, or you can go shoot another season and do it all again and continue that process. So I think the biggest thing about Amazon is getting your deliverables together, which is getting your files. You're gonna have to get it captioned. You're gonna get your trailer put on there. You're gonna go to Amazon Video Direct, sign up for that, and then put it online, and then it'll take you through that process. And there's better videos than what I can explain to you here, because there's a lot to explain when it comes to that, but it's pretty easy to do. Also check out FilmHub. FilmHub is a distribution platform like Distributor. But Distributor, you gotta pay money to get it up there, whereas they take a cut in the back end. So you have the two different options. You can either have somebody take 20% in the back end, or you can go ahead and get it on Distributor, and then, but you know, then it depends on where you're at and how much money you have. You know? Mm-hmm. But it's a good way to get numbers through Amazon.
Yeah,
you know?
It's a great point. So with Distributor, you'll need just under $8,000 to put it on that platform. If you have that in your budget, then go to Distributor. Distributor will then distribute your film onto all the SVOD platforms, and all that money comes to you. You don't pay Distributor another cent. On FilmHub, you pay nothing up front. Great way to get started. Your film does good, same situation. They take 20% off the back end. So depending on how you think your film's going to do, I don't know. Coming from my experience, I would take Distributor. I would find a way to do it, because 20% on the back end, if your film does great, is a lot. But if you don't have money, I just love that there's an option out there. Like there's no reason not to distribute your film now. So I do want to leave time for Q&A.
Quite a few more that come about?
We did. Well, I mean, yeah, so we do a lot of lives online. So we try to document our journey like we're doing right now with this camera, and show filmmakers not the tip of the iceberg, but what actually happens below that aspect, because a lot of people just see the fancy side of it, you know? So we do a lot of lives, and then you almost, when you do those lives, you're given free value, right? In return, a lot of people are gonna just check your stuff out. You know, so you put a link to the movie or what you got going on, they click on it, they check it out. Also, reviews are really important as well. So the more reviews you get on Amazon from the initial push, even if they're fake reviews, it works because it gets you in rotation and you can hack Amazon a little bit that way. So yeah, it's doing the videos, it's a combination of, I'll let Jake touch on the marketing aspect, but that's some of the ground guerrilla marketing we did, and then I'll let Jake touch on the Facebook and stuff like that.
I mean, that's what, is that answer your question?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we built a filmmaking audience. So we talk about the show and us developing the show throughout, so then they want to see the finished product. And that helps. I think it's small, but it helps. Yeah.
I think we're right up on our time. Give these guys a round of applause.
Are you a filmmaker, producer, writer, director, or financier? Have you ever wanted to get money for or pitch your scripted or unscripted TV and film projects to working industry professionals? Now is your chance to make your dreams come true. The Jalbert Brothers are holding a 2-day event on the #1 beach in America in Clearwater, Florida. At the Hacking Hollywood Pitch Fest, you will learn how to package, pitch, finance, and distribute your movie or TV projects.
You're gonna learn from all the workshops, panels. You're gonna meet great people. You're gonna have an amazing time. The networking, the events we're gonna have, the parties, it's gonna be, I feel, a chance of a lifetime.
By combining Hollywood executives and social media influencers, you will get every aspect you need to succeed in the film and TV business. Make Hollywood connections that will last a lifetime. Get one-on-one time to pitch your project to working industry professionals. Hacking Hollywood Pitch Fest will include a lot of fun, great networking parties and events, workshops, panels, and so much more. You will be able to meet, shake hands, and make deals with working professionals. Are you going to show up and change your life now, or regret never taking that chance?
There's gonna be opportunity everywhere. So when you get here, seize it.
Visit jalbertbrothers.com for more information. Get tickets at Eventbrite now before they sell out. There are limited seats available.